Amelia had always dreamed of starting fresh in Europe, and when she finally stepped off the train at Berlin Hauptbahnhof, she felt both nervous and alive. The city was buzzing, trams rattling past, people rushing in and out of cafes, and street performers filling Alexanderplatz with music. Everything felt new, sharp, and exciting, yet slightly overwhelming. Her best friend, Clara, was already waiting for her. They had known each other since childhood, but now their bond seemed even stronger, living together in a foreign city. Clara laughed as she helped Amelia with her heavy suitcase. "Welcome to Berlin, meine Freundin," she said proudly, pointing toward the skyline where the Fernsehturm towered over the city. Over the next few weeks, Amelia and Clara explored every corner of Berlin together. They rode bikes through the Tiergarten, sipped hot chocolate in small cafes near Prenzlauer Berg, and stayed up late talking about their dreams. Clara often reminded Amelia, "We share everything, no secrets." And Amelia nodded, believing it with her whole heart. Yet, something deep inside Amelia whispered that life had more surprises waiting. She didn't know it yet, but Berlin would test not just her independence, but also the promise she and Clara had made. For in this city of lights, history, and hidden stories, Amelia's heart was about to find something Clara never expected. The chilly Berlin air carried the scent of roasted chestnuts and fresh coffee as Anna hurried down Friedrichstrasse, her scarf tucked tightly under her chin. She had promised her best friend Lena she would meet her at their favorite cafe, a cozy spot tucked between old bookstores and modern boutiques. But today was different. Lena wasn't alone. Sitting across the small round table, with his coat folded neatly on the chair, was David, Lena's childhood friend who had just returned from Hamburg. His eyes, calm yet searching, instantly met Anna's as she stepped inside. For a moment, the noise of clinking cups and soft German chatter faded. "Anna, this is David," Lena said with her usual cheerful smile, oblivious to the subtle spark that had already flickered between them. Anna shook his hand politely, but her heartbeat betrayed her composure. David's voice carried a warmth that seemed out of place in the cold city. Their conversation started with small talk, studies, travels, the city's rhythm, but beneath the surface, curiosity and something unspoken wove between them. As the evening darkened, Berlin's streetlights glowed golden through the cafe windows. Anna noticed David's stealing glances, and she quickly looked away, unsure if Lena had noticed. Walking home later, Anna's thoughts tangled with questions. Why did her heart race when David spoke? Why did his smile linger in her mind longer than it should? She knew one thing: this meeting was no ordinary encounter. Berlin had many secrets hidden in its cobblestone streets, and Anna had just stumbled into one of her own. Days turned into weeks, and Anna found herself seeing David more often. What started as casual meetups with Lena slowly shifted into moments where Anna and David shared conversations of their own, sometimes at the university library, sometimes while walking along the Spree River, where Berlin's lights shimmered on the water like broken stars. David had a way of listening that made Anna feel seen. He asked about her dreams of becoming an architect, her love for sketching the old German cathedrals, and the quiet fears she never shared with anyone else. In return, he told her stories about Hamburg, about his struggles to prove himself in a family business he never truly wanted, and about his desire to choose his own path. But beneath their laughter and honest words, a shadow loomed. Anna couldn't shake the feeling that Lena noticed the way her eyes lingered on David. Lena's smile had grown tighter lately, and her voice sometimes carried a sharp edge when David's name came up. One chilly evening, as they walked past Brandenburg Gate, David suddenly stopped. "Anna," he said, his tone heavier than usual. "There's something I haven't told you." Her heart skipped. His eyes held both warmth and a burden, as if he carried a truth too heavy to hide. Before he could continue, Lena appeared from behind, calling out his name. The moment shattered, leaving Anna with questions that burned deeper than ever. Was David hiding something that could change everything? And was Lena already part of the secret? Berlin's beauty surrounded them, but Anna could feel it. The city was about to test her heart in ways she never imagined. The winter air in Berlin grew colder, but it was nothing compared to the chill Anna felt in her chest. David's unfinished confession haunted her thoughts, and Lena's sudden appearances made her more suspicious. Something was unfolding around her, and she was caught in the center of it. One evening, Lena invited Anna to a cafe near Alexanderplatz. The air smelled of roasted coffee and pastries, but the warmth did little to soften Lena's mood. She leaned forward, her eyes sharp. "Anna, you've been spending a lot of time with David," Lena said flatly. "I hope you remember his complicated." Anna tried to smile, though her nerves betrayed her. "He's your friend, Lena. We just talk sometimes." But Lena didn't seem convinced. She pressed her lips together, then whispered, there are things about him you don't know. Things that could hurt you. Before Anna could ask, David himself entered the cafe, spotting them instantly. His face tightened at the sight of the two girls together. He joined them, his expression unreadable. Anna looked from one to the other, her heart racing. The silence between them was louder than the clatter of cups and chatter around. Finally, David spoke. Anna. I wanted to tell you the truth earlier, but I couldn't. Not with Lena around. Lena's eyes widened, and her voice cut through the tension. Don't you dare, David. The weight of secrets pressed down on the table like an invisible storm. Anna sat frozen, realizing that whatever was hidden between them had the power to not only test her heart but to destroy her friendship with Lena, and in that moment, she knew her life in Berlin was about to change forever. The night was heavy with silence as Anna walked alone along the Spree River, Berlin city lights shimmering on the water. Her thoughts swirled like the winter wind, David's half-confession, Lena's warnings, and the growing crack in their once unbreakable bond. She didn't have to wait long. David found her there, his breath visible in the cold air. His eyes, usually so calm, burned with urgency. Anna, I can't keep this from you anymore, he said firmly. Lena and we used to be together. But it wasn't love. It was comfort. I ended it, but she never truly let go. That's why she's been trying to push you away from me. Anna's chest tightened. The truth stung, but it also made everything painfully clear. Lena wasn't protecting her, she was protecting herself. Before Anna could respond, Lena appeared, her steps sharp on the cobblestones. Her face was pale, her voice trembling between anger and heartbreak. So this is it, David? You choose her over me. David's reply was soft but final. I never belonged to you, Lena. My heart has always been searching for something else, and now it's found Anna. Anna stood frozen, her emotions colliding, love, betrayal, guilt. She looked at Lena, her best friend since childhood, now shattered before her eyes. Lena's tears glistened in the city lights as she turned away. You've both made your choice, she whispered, disappearing into the night. David reached for Anna's hand, his grip warm against the cold. This isn't how I wanted it to be, but I won't let secrets stand between us anymore. Anna's heart pounded as she met his gaze. The cost had been high, a friendship lost, but love, raw and undeniable, had finally broken through the shadow. What would you choose, love or loyalty? Tell us in the comments below. White right pointing backhand index. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Echo Resistance for more powerful stories.